guys ready for a great day? Man, this is gonna be awesome. Just want to let you guys know a couple of things. First of all, welcome to the Poetry Slam. This is awesome. This is our second one, and and I already know the competition is awesome. If you want to just look around real quick, just notice how full this place is. The people who are up on stage today are the top 20 poems that were written out of this whole place. So anybody who steps on the stage and shares something with you, they're pretty top-notch at writing poems. And I think part of that, can we make some noise for those top 20? And one of the best ways, if you were standing right here and literally, I know all of you wrote some poems, but if you were standing right here and you were about to give your poem to all of you guys, it's kind of intimidating. But the best way that we can give courage, the word encourage means to literally just give courage. Courage is when you're doing something that it's kind of scary, but you're going to do it anyways. Way we can give courage to somebody up here is by cheering them on. So you guys can cheer at the end. If I'll say make some noise for somebody, and then you guys go make some noise. And that's awesome. That's just a way to encourage them. If they're from your school, they're representing you, so that's a cool way to make some noise. So I'll say, make some noise for somebody from your school. That's perfect. And today is going to be great. We're just going to keep it positive. I just ask that we don't boo, we just cheer. We just try to encourage people. Want to give you guys a couple just introductions to a couple friends of ours who are going to be our judges. And so we're going to start off with David Jall, and he's the founder of Core Wako School Project. He's from ROSS, the Republic of South Sudan. Make some noise for David, everybody. Our next judge is Brenda Hill, and she is a program director with Core Wako Education. So please make some noise for Brenda, everybody. And she used to be a principal, so you guys better be on your best behavior. So, just so you know. Next up is she was a musician and a teacher and she was a reading teacher. This is Kimberly Jacobson. Please welcome Kimberly Jacobson, everybody.
Okay. I'm scared you're gonna be like...
Now, our next judge is from Iowa. Shout out to Iowa. She is also an Augustana Viking. So this is Maggie Peterson, everybody. Awesome. And this year's a little different. We also have some student judges, and they're going to also kind of help us get started. So all three of them are from Roosevelt. So make some noise for Roosevelt. He is a football player and a runner for track. His name is Dylan Garrow. Please make some noise for Dylan, 9th grader. You guys are in his selfie. Also make some noise for Brady Borama. Brady is a singer, and he's going to be leading us off today. And our last but not least, please make some noise for Rachel Wiki. I asked Rachel what she likes doing. She's like, I like to sleep. Does anybody else like to sleep? Okay, everybody likes to sleep. So you're not alone, Rachel, you're not alone. And also our scorekeeper and timer, she's walking up right now to tell me that I'm doing something wrong. No? What? Oh, awesome. Please make some noise for Jewel Bosky, everybody. You see how she just walked across and she's just like, what's up, everybody? That's awesome. And we're also going to invite Emily Pasica up to the stage at this point. Mrs. Pasica,
Oh my God.
right behind me.
I feel like it was slow up.
Please welcome Mrs. Pasica, everybody. Come on.
All right, thanks you guys. I just want to say there is an unbelievable amount of talent among all of you 8th graders in the audience and on stage. Your teachers have truly enjoyed listening to your insightful, funny, and unique poetry. You are remarkable, and we're so very proud of you. Now we're going to hear from our top 21 poets, and we're so excited. Just remember, be respectful, supportive of the contestants, and finally, I want to thank all of you for your hard work, so please give yourselves and your peers a huge round of applause.
Awesome. Thanks, Ms. Pasika, for everything you've done to make this possible. And I have been informed that, not on purpose, but I happened to forget one of my favorite schools. Axtell Park, are you in the house? Sorry, Lions, I didn't mean to forget you. I love y'all. I love all you guys. Actually, we also have a special guest who's with us today, and he is your man. He's our man. He's my man. He's actually the mayor of our city. He just won the election. Please make some noise for my man, Mike Huther. Bless you. Thanks.
Thank you. Well, a hearty good morning to all of you. First of all, let me just ask, how many of you, is this your very first visit to the Washington Pavilion? Just say, is this your first visit? Isn't this just an incredible place? First of all, the 20 people that are going to read the poetry today, you have to understand their hearts are just going to be pumping at the absolute highest level. To stand in front of you and to share their talent is just an unbelievable dream for these 20 young people. So as was expressed, just give them your heart, give them your soul, and give them your love after they do it. I also just want to just mention, first of all, you're all 8th graders. How many of you are excited for the next leg of your journey going to high school? Let me hear it. I just have a plea for all of you, okay? If you could just listen real quick. If you think that the first years of your life through 8th grade went really fast, well, your high school years are going to go by in an instant. They are. They're going to go by in an instant. Here is my recommendation for all of you. For all of you, please listen to this. My recommendation for all of you is get as involved in so many different things as you possibly can. And what I mean by that is, yes, sign up for the next poetry competition. Sign up for debate. Sign up for soccer. Sign up for the drama club. Sign up for this, sign up for that. Get as involved as you possibly can, because these 4 years are just going to fly by. And after you graduate, you're going to look back and you said, I wish I would have got more involved in this, or I wish I would have got more involved in that. Take advantage of these days that you're given and just make the most of them. And one last thing before I leave, and again, I'm thrilled to be your mayor. Thank you for letting me be your mayor. But the last thing, thank you. Thank you. And by the way, our new event center opens up in 4 months, our new event center. Before I leave, I want the loudest cheer that we give all day. I want it to happen right now. And I want the loudest cheer to go out to 2 groups, okay? I want the first cheer to go out to your parents. Everybody, let's give a cheer to your parents. Thank you. Now, I want an even louder cheer. I want an even louder cheer to go out to these men, to these women, to these folks who have cared so much about you over the last year. And these folks are your teachers and your principals. Give them a great cheer. Enjoy the day, everybody. Thanks for letting me be your mayor. Take care.
Mayor Mike Huther, everybody. I forgot to introduce the DJ in the house. His name is Z06. Make some noise for Zach. I was talking to some 8th graders, and I was trying to think of some good jokes to get things started, and I was asking them, and they're like, your mom. And I was like, that's
Your
like
mom.
the worst joke ever. How am I supposed to go up in front of everybody and be like, your mom? That's a weird joke. And then I was kind of sad. I was like, that's all he could think of. But then I was like, I was asking him, so it was really kind of sad for me. And then I was like, how do you hang out with your brother and be like,
Your mom.
Your mom, dude.
Your mom.
No, that's my mom.
That's our mom.
You can't make fun of my mom. My mom is your mom. You guys want to meet our mom? Make some noise for Jackie Seefstyle!
Jackie Seefstyle.
Mom, here's some flowers. We love you. Hey, you guys, I don't know if you know, but Mother's Day is coming up, and just find a way to bless your mom. She's a sweet lady, so bless her, all right? Thanks,
Hey,
Mom.
can we make some noise quickly for Seefstyle? Can we make some noise for that? Forgot to give a shout out to himself.
All right, well, we're gonna get this thing started, and this morning, we're gonna start it off with a couple of collaborative poets, and they're gonna start us off. So please welcome back from last year. So this is Rachel Wiki, everybody. This is hashtag What You Gonna Do.
I've decided I'm going to live until I'm 101 years old. So that way I can say I've lived in 3 separate centuries. I'll tell everyone I was a 90s baby, grouped together with the girl who twerked and the boy being petitioned back to Canada. I'll have lived in the generation of the thigh gap, Tumblr, and hashtag no filter. Wow, we've done a lot since we got here. We've let selfies and reality TV steal whatever ounce of dignity we had left. I mean, when exactly did we start caring more about Kim Kardashian's baby than the 17,547,407,663,234.64 debt that America has decided to place into the hands of our unsuspecting future selves? Hands that have fought more for Black Friday shopping and Twinkies than for a world to live in harmony. There's a reason Tolstoy never wrote war or peace. We have to fight to agree, build walls to break them, hate to love, because one cannot exist without the other, and that is tragically beautiful. As beautiful as us growing up, settling down, getting older, smaller, wrinklier, hunchier. Some of us aging with grace and gray, and others with a little tuck and a whole lot of Botox. Tweeting about our arthritis and Alzheimer's and arthritis, and we'll post our bunions to Instagram, we'll Snapchat our grandkids, and in the end, we'll leave our final breath, final blink, final 6 seconds on Vine. 101 years on my timeline, and nothing's changed. Hashtag, what you gonna do?
Thanks, Rachel. Hey, you guys did perfect. I didn't even have to explain that. Just how you listened and how you cheered, that was perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Our next collaborative poet is Brady Borma. He was here last year, and he's got an awesome poem for you. So awesome that he actually forgot the title. He Brady, you forgot the title. Yeah, I did. Oh, well, come on here and do it anyways. That'd be awesome. Make some noise for Brady Borma, everybody.
I've actually decided to name this piece. It's called I'll Think of a Title Later. If I could think of how it started, that'd be really good. Step right up here, kids, and don't be shy. Give these people something that'll make them all cry or die of laughter. Because even after we're done here today, you won't forget about what happened. Because even when you leave and then, you won't forget what happened here at the second annual Poetry Slam. Now, last year was fun. Now it's time to get real. You need to do more not to bore others and to make your point clear, but have no fear. I will be your guide, and I will show you how it's done. I will turn you from a mere student into a Shakespeare in the making son. You start by giving them the goods. You point your fingers a lot, and you have a lot of hand gestures to show that you can be loud, kind of like a trumpet, or you can stand straight face, make eye contact. Or flail your arms like a muppet. You don't even know, man. Then you have to choose a topic. Let's see, we have gay marriage, rape, depression, bad breakups, suicide, repression, racism. But let's not focus on the bad. Let's think glad. Think on all the stuff that's wonderful in this world. Hopes, dreams, love, music, the mediocre kind of cute boy that's standing on stage right now. Wink, wink. The birth of a child, Chuck E. Cheese, the Wendy's Baconator. There's a million ways to do it right and none to do it wrong. You have to be strong like a lyrical Arnold Schwarzenegger. Pick up your point, lift it up, lift it to the ceiling. Lift it till it's so big that you can't go any bigger. Then you have to say your goodbyes. A simple goodbye, farewell, or simply have a good day. Or you can lean back and pop your hand up and hit it like you do in the nay-nay. Or nah. Basically, I want you all to do better than what I did, because last year I messed up a lot and I stepped on a pair of my glasses. That was like right there too. But you know what? I'm not here to judge. Well, actually I am. I came here to see all you fine poets and listen to Zach Seif play my jam. So perform, act, and use all this stuff that I've tried to cram. But you know what? Forget about it. Dim the lights. Let's begin the second annual Poetry Slam.
Come on, y'all. Yeah, thanks, Brady. That's awesome. Well, we're going to get started, and our first contestants are a tag team duo. They're from Memorial Middle School. Their poem is entitled Perfection. This is McKinley White and McKenna Donahue. Please welcome them out to the stage.
I don't talk to her.
She doesn't really talk to me. I don't know why.
I guess you could say she's weird. That's a good excuse, right? I have other reasons why.
Maybe I'm not cool enough to be in her clique. Maybe if she only knew what she put me through.
Every day, she stares at me. I can't help but glare at her. But I go with it. It happens all the time.
Yeah, I gaze, but I'm just amazed at how unfazed people can be. It's not very fair how she can be the heir to the next chair. I'm obviously royalty here. She snares.
I mean, look at her hair. Look at how she dresses. Maybe if she cared, she could compare. But as of now, she doesn't come close.
Okay, Your Highness. But what hurts the most is that other people don't see that she really isn't any better than me. All they choose to recognize is the makeup and the hairspray and the hours that go by just to get ready. Primer, foundation, highlighter, blush, concealer, powder, pore perfector, no sign, setter. Oh, wait. Eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, lip gloss. But we don't see what's underneath. In this society, no one cares about anything else because all they can identify is what's on the outside.
Her clothes are even worse than her looks. I don't even want to look at her.
Don't.
She doesn't have what's best to wear. No American Eagle, or PacSun, or Hollister. Nothing. She has no style, so she's going to have no friends.
Okay, just because you don't have style doesn't mean you can't be a friend. We're all the same in the end, yet we always search for the looks and the perfection.
But that's what really matters, not the inside, the out. The looks and the clothes is how it goes. Primer, foundation, highlighter, blush, concealer, powder, pore perfector, no shine, setter. Eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, lip gloss. That's the only way I know.
I just don't understand why people like her. Tick tock, tick tock. The times have changed and it's not gonna stop. Click, clack, click, clack. Those high heels have to come off.
Fine, whatever.
Thank you. Tick tock, tick tock. This needs to stop. So stop.
Get perfect out of your head.
Stop thinking about what others want to see instead.
Ignore the looks.
Chin up, smile on. Read people like a book, not by the cover, because you don't know what's under.
The hair and the makeup and the fancy clothes.
Until you know their story and how it goes. So stand up, stand together, and stop.
Yeah. All right, we'll let our judges kind of tally up the scores as we get ready for our next contestants. You guys can just vibe out just a little bit in between. If you want to put your hands up, you can do that. Come on. Sing it out, sing it out. That's awesome. You guys got the drill down. So kind of in between, you can talk and kind of we'll have the lights up and play some music. And then once we invite our next contestant up, then we just bring it down, kind of give them their moment, let the judges do it, and then we just kind of keep going back and forth. So you guys got that down. Coming next up from Axtell Park, this is Aman Legacy. This is called Our Generation.
I've never hated my life, and I never will. Because my life could be worse. Dad could be in a hearse. Some parents don't want kids, so they choose to abort. Or the baby daddy's locked up, so we cannot support. Or they put up for adoption, like it's the only option. There's even single moms who stick to pill popping. So their kids grow up and start drug copping. Like, really? What's wrong with parents these days? Kids sell drugs, steal, kill, all for a pay. They smoke, drink, and don't think, then drop out of school. Their brains dead, eyes red, just to be cool. Call in sick and sneak out to chill with their crew. But they didn't start acting like this out of the blue. It's 'cause this is what they grew up to. It's all they ever saw and all they ever knew. So obviously when they grow up, it's exactly what they'll do. Some blame it on games, TV, or even music. But believe me when I say, it's their parents who do this. Don't set the right example, got their kids acting ruthless, cuss words slipping out their mouth like they're actually toothless. So when you become a parent, promise to never do this. 'Cause it's messing up the world. Generations getting worse. And if your kids are acting bad, fix them up like you're a nurse.
Everybody move your shoulders. I love these people down here in the front row. They're just ready for it. They don't even care. Let's see if we can get some of that up top. Come on. Yes. All right, you guys, our first contestant from Edison. Her poem is called Her Broken Heart. This is Kat Kramer, everybody.
She wasn't always like this. She had a whole and healthy heart. But one too many cracks split her whole and healthy heart apart. Maybe it was her father that sent her over the edge. The slurred and drunken phone calls, tipping off the invisible ledge. Maybe it was her mother who lay sick and dying in bed, whom she clung to for all those years, now lay unmoving, dead. Maybe it was her boyfriend who she promised herself 2 years ago, but once it got too hard for her, he decided to let go. Maybe it was her teachers who always showed her the utmost respect, now looked upon her with pity, but she expected nothing less. Maybe it was her friends that agreed they were all BFFs, but over time they spread apart and soon there was no one left. Maybe it was herself that split her heart in two, but it wasn't an only two it split, if only you really knew. But I think it was over time that her heart slowly broke away, leaving pieces everywhere she went that wouldn't stick or stay. She left one on the sidewalk watching her daddy drive away one last time before he was taken away in handcuffs and into an inmate's line. She left one next to a hospital bed when she was crying and her mom wouldn't answer. A constant beeping now rang long. Another one killed by cancer. She left one in a restaurant of which she can't recall the name when her boyfriend broke the news to her by calling her crazy and insane. She left one under a school desk. Don't look at me like I'm a lost puppy. She wanted to scream and bawl, but she dug her nails in her hands, knowing another piece would fall. She left one in the locker rooms, the shower's floor now soaked and clouded in red, as she tried her very hardest to block the bullying out of her head. But most of all, she left one in herself, intact and in place. But its glowing light, it's now dark from her self-hatred and disgrace. So if you see her hood up and head down in the devil's cloak that she might wear, don't judge her till you know her story, how she decided not to care.
Hey, don't be ashamed. Sing it out if you know it. Come on. Boys, sing it out. Coming out next is our first contestant from Whittier. Her name is Kayla Sentes, and this is called My Eyes Are a Wonder.
My eyes are a wonder. My eyes are a wonder to society, to you, and even for me. Everyone looks, but they don't look close enough. If only you looked through me, if only you looked close enough, you will see my every thought and emotion that runs through me. You will see the pain that rushes through me when I'm at my weakest point. You think I am brave, unbreakable, but that's just a mask, a beautiful secret. Hold my gaze, and I will speak to you in silence. Let me show you who I really am inside. My eyes may not have ears, but they can still listen and respond. They show passion and love. My eyes have the power to give courage and the power to give hope. But sometimes things are better off left unseen, because those are the most beautiful moments. Moments like crying when your father comes back from a war he did not start. Moments like kissing when he holds you tight in the starry night. Moments like sleeping and dreaming and seeing yourself fly. Those are the most beautiful moments. Those are the moments that make us in life beautiful. Those are the moments that changes us into who we are. Those are the moments that rebel the idea of what society wants us to be. Let us unite to change what is society. We have the power, but why don't we use it? Why? Because we are too frightened by the idea of a new way of life. We are so used to all this hatred that it becomes numb to us and everyone around us. One has the power to change, but many have the power to go beyond that. I see people telling me what I should believe in. I see people rejecting my emotions as if it meant nothing to this world, wanting to morph me into something they will accept. How do they expect me to bloom into something when I don't even know who I am yet? Don't go trying to write my story because I know you won't succeed. I am my own author, and I am my own book. My eyes are a wonder. Thank you.
Moving like burn, moving like burn, we moving like burn. When it's the weekend, we moving like burn, moving like burn, we moving like burn. When it's the weekend, we moving like burn. Hey, yeah, so awesome, gotta dance too. You gon' start moving even if you ain't playing to. Believe it or not, it's easy. Steps 1, 2. Hold your head back like a nosebleed coming through. Knowing you already want something new. Getting loose off the vodka, pass me the goose. Is it true you ain't never been to the booth? Here's a scoop, we can make it do what it do. This is Jerk, it's a family, not a group. Other brothers from other mothers and still.
All right, y'all.
Other colors with other struggles and still.
Coming out from Patrick Henry. This is Jamie Bitts. And she's going to be performing Warrior. But before we get going, I just need to check just to see who's still here, who's with us. I need you to make some noise, all right? We tried it earlier, but we're going to have a little competition, okay? Can we have a little competition? You only get one try at it, all right? Memorial, make some noise! All right, we're going to continue that on. Memorial's right here, Zach. Remember that. Okay, mark it on that wall. Okay, mark there, Memorial. All right, sweet. Coming out next is Jamie Bitts. This is called Warrior. She's from Patrick Henry. Welcome her out, everybody.
Have you ever had your life change in an instant? One moment, everything's fine, and then bam, your world shatters. Imagine this. White, drab, plain, they call it clean. He's in this room every day. All he wants is a little color. He's still a boy, you see, barely even 10. But last month, he lost all his hair to the meds. He lost his smile long before then. His parents never leave his side, afraid that any moment he might. But no, they cannot think that way. He's been there for at least 2 years. He's outlasted all the odds. It started as a tumor, but moved into his lungs. Shock, sadness, sorrow, fear, anger, denial, all of that every day. It has taken over. They might not get him back. He fights all day long an uphill battle. No one knows what the outcome will be. Sometimes, the toughest soldiers aren't on the battlefield. They're right here in the town where you live. While you complain about too much homework, too many restrictions, he's fighting for his life. While you stare in the mirror wishing you were prettier, he's losing all his hair and growing paler every day. While you wish you were richer or had the latest iPhone, the newest Uggs, his parents are spending everything they have and working 2 jobs to pay for his treatment. The world doesn't always revolve around you. Trust me, I've learned that the hard way. But when you find that one person who you'd be willing to do anything for, your world revolves around them. This boy is a part of my world, and every night I pray to God he makes it to the next day. It's not a matter of if he'll die anymore. It's when. I get scared, terrified, as if it was me that time was slowly escaping from. I would trade places with him in a second if I could. I've realized that when you take things for granted, the things you've been granted get taken. It is a flesh-eating, time-destroying monster. It eats away until there's nothing left. But if you fight, if you refuse to lose hope, refuse to give up, there will always be a way.
We need some snaps. Yes, just a reminder, if you have a cell phone, please silence it at this point, just for the remainder of the show. Thank you so much. All right, coming out next from Memorial, make some noise. Now, when Murphy thought of his title, he just found out that he had to write a poem. And he was like, we have to write a poem? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Murphy Cobble with We Have to Write a Poem.
You want me to write a poem? Fine. I'll write 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 till my hands are numb, till my eyes are wide, because I just can't do it. Everything I write is too happy, too sad, too scary or swell. Ugh, this is not going to end well. You say this is due tomorrow? You say I have to figure it out? Well, to that I say it's my own fault for dragging it out. I'll sit in that chair, I'll rip out all my hair till my dog wears it as a mustache. I'll lie awake at night, my nerves alive with fright at the task that lies ahead. I'll watch TV, I'll climb a tree, I'll scrape my knee, I'll swim the Dead Sea, I'll drink beef tea, I'll do anything to be free of this horrible thing you call poetry. A poem is a literary art that combines rhyming, timing, word combining, metaphors, similes, descriptions, and imagery, and any other literary elements such as juxtaposition, personification, onomatopoeia, hyperbole, irony, alliteration, assonance, and many others. I guess it's high time I start. Remember, poetry comes from the heart. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'll be stuck writing this forever. Even if I finally learn what's in a poem, I'll never be able to write one. I might as well just turn in my paper and say I'm done. I don't have any ideas left. My brain's empty and I'm full of stress. I think I'm just gonna have to guess. Roses are red, violets are blue, monkeys live in the zoo and fling their poo, and dogs do too, and someone will sue because they don't have a clue. The monkeys are fake. Oh, that's no good. It'll be misunderstood as a love letter to that girl who extremely loves the zoo. She owns one too. Uh-oh, here we go. Time to present. But I don't have anything. How unpleasant. What's that you say? I've already written one? I'm done? Hey, where is it? You have to show me this one. You say it's here? In the palm of my hand? I have to write it down? Just as planned? Hey, that was easy. That was fun. Well, how'd I do it? I'm even stunned that writing poems is easy, you see. All I did is write what came to me.
I'm doing this for the thrill of it, killing it, never not chasing a million things I want. And I am only as young as the minute is full of it, getting pumped up on the little bright things I want. But I know they'll never own me.
All right, y'all. Coming out next from Axtell Park. This is Lanty Rice, and his poem is called Books. Please welcome Lanty Rice to the stage, everybody.
Okay. I'm sitting alone in my room, just me and the room. My mom walks in and says, "Get active." I get up and say, "I'll try it." I go outside and ride my bike and end up in a place that just ain't right. It was huge, it was big, it was boring as could be. I ended up, of course, in the library. I walked in because it started to rain, and oh, how much it ached my brain. I sat down and pulled out my phone all alone to find it dead, a blank screen. Oh God, no. The librarian comes up and says, "Hey, how's it going? You should be reading a book. It will get you going." I looked at him and thought, "You must be mad." But I got up and said, "Hey, it can't be bad." I picked up a book about war in Iraq and how gruesome and bloody it was. That was that. I put it away thinking, that won't do me good. I need to be active, not hiding in books. But I picked up another one, and to my surprise, I saw a wee little leprechaun hiding inside. He said, "Come ye with me, and ye will be free. This don't take me pot of gold, no siree." As I journeyed deeper and deeper into that book, oh, what things I saw and what things I mistook. I saw lions with pride, their heads held up high tall. I saw wizards and witches fighting for all. I saw pirates and dragons and hobbits and dwarfs. Oh, what things I mistook in that book, of course. Now, what would I call this adventure, you may say? I'll have to think on that one, okay? Well, it can't be called the Page Master, you see, because that's already taken, and that will make people most unhappy.
Everybody just take your arm like this. Up top, up top.
Shot clock, break the defense, boy, I can't be stopped. All about my money, so you know I'm hitting bank shots. I'm trying to tell them, boy, you can't guard this.
Any of you guys watching the NBA playoffs? Who thinks the Heat are gonna win? Who's got OKC? All right, there's a lot of shockers right now, a lot of upsets happening. But this next poem, this next guy coming out, his name is Sebit. Yeah, sir. He's a baller for sure. He's from Edison. That's where me and Zach went to school too. Man. His poem is called Ball is Life. Please welcome Sebit, y'all.
So, what's inside a basketball? You might say air, but really it's just the beginning and dawn of a new era. So bend down and lace up your pairs of Air Force Ones ready to tear. But the only reason you wear them is because Jordan wore them with flair. See, now you're feeling like Jordan, feeling like you could soar. Put up 1,000 shots and still urge for a couple more. Crossover on crossover until your legs get sore. When they do, you pick up your elite bag and head out the door. So, what's inside a basketball? Someone's dreams. Keeping his grades up just so they can make the team. Just hoping to become the best in the league. But recently, he's been showing signs of fatigue. Can't go a single quarter without looking down at his feet. His mountain of greatness was suffering at its peak. Had finally collapsed at tryouts prior to next week. And he found out he hadn't made the team. So punching the lockers and letting out a violent scream, he drowned in a pool of tears and then gripped the ball by its seams. This is not supposed to happen. This is not as it seems. What is it supposed to mean? So he went back into that gym. He worked on his quickness. The words he didn't make it weakened him like a sickness. Shot after shot until he constantly missed it. Ball rolling all across the ground until he ran up and gripped it. And he found out that the problem was that he listened. So he put up one more shot and finally hit it. So let's fast forward this part. So now it's the year after. He's walking in with a smile because he knows the game is mastered, balling up in practice, doing work, moving faster. He finally made the team. Yeah, he's climbing on up that ladder. There's a game in another week. He finally made it. Even though he's not starting, he's going in underrated. Coach brought him in the game. His arrival was long awaited. He scored 15 points in 3 quarters. 4 3-pointers and one in that order. And so it's 20 seconds left, and he's waiting for it in the corner, clapping his hands, trying to call for attention. He knows this is his time. It's time to play with aggression. So teammate threw him the pass. I'm guessing he got the message. 3, 2, 1. Swish. And that's how the game ended. Hard work beats talent every time. Remember that. Talent is nothing if it's hard work that you lack. And if you lack it, then it'll stick through you like a knife. This is more than a game. Ball is life.
Come on. Like MJ, he just politely fades away. All right, let's keep our competition going, Zach. Where we got Memorial. Memorial's right there. All right, let's just see. Let's see what Axtel can do. All right, Axtel. All right, that's pretty close, but I still feel like Memorial's got the lead just a little bit right there. All right. Coming out next from Whittier Middle School, Whittier. This is Samantha King, and her poem is called Obsolete and Incomplete. So please welcome Samantha King, everybody.
Obsolete and incomplete. What's this? Is there supposed to be a lump there? And I can hardly breathe the air. Yes, doctor, I need an appointment. It's very important. I go and take a seat, have an examination from my head down to my feet, and then I go home and wait for the call. Will it even come at all? Ring, 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 hello? It's the doctor with the answer. You have cancer. Now what? What steps do I take? Radiation, chemo, pills? My first treatment? It's complete, and I'm already feeling the defeat. It's all falling out, and it's just giving me doubt. Bzzz. Now it's all on the floor and not on my head anymore. I may be woozy, and this is a real doozy, but I'm going to fight with all my might. I finally make it to the chair in this gown I have to wear. The needle is injected into my skin, and now we begin. Drip, drip, drip. Now I'm done with round 2, but I still have everything left to lose. My head is racing, my heart is pacing. I can't seem to keep my thoughts straight. Oh, look, I'm at Heaven's Gate. Just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm down here just trying to keep living. I'm sitting in a room surrounded by machines that are just trying to keep me clean, cancer-free, where I can breathe. But for right now, my treatments are incomplete, and I'm feeling obsolete.
Hands together, hands together. Go Zio! You guys enjoying our DJ so far? All right, you guys. Coming on next from Patrick Henry. This is Aria McGowan, and she will be reading a poem called You. So check it out. This is Aria, everybody.
It all started with the train. You see, I was waiting for it, but it never came. When one is waiting, they often think. I like to think, although it's a dangerous thing when you're not thinking the standard things. Once I started thinking what they wanted me to, it was hard to stop. I was becoming self-unaware while trying to be society. The thing is, once you start thinking and people know you're thinking, they start telling you what to think. Once they start, they never stop. They get in your head and they won't get out no matter how much you scream and shout. Trust me, I've tried. They tell you what to wear and what to eat, how to work and how to sleep, what's good and what's bad, who's gross and who's cool. They tell you how to be suave, and it's the same as how to be cruel. You constantly feel their scowl, yet you don't know what you're doing wrong. And you listen to what they're saying. If you don't, they'll yell. You have to put up with it or you're a wimp. And you can't stand up to it or it will get worse. Trust me, I've tried. Then you find that one person inside of your life, they tell you to be you, and they silence the noise. With no rhyme or reason, poof, they mean a whole lot. Now sometimes this person is like you, waiting for someone to pull them out of a ditch, to turn all their days from bad to good with the flip of a switch. You might meet them soon. You might have already met them. You might have to put up with it just a little while longer. When you meet them, you'll know. You won't have to force it. You might both be crazy with just enough normal. The people that mean the most can sometimes not know it. You might not know that you're that person for someone else. Well, pretend that you are. Pretend you're important for yourself, if no one else. You are important. I can promise you that. If you put yourself higher, the noises drown out. When you recognize that you are supposed to be you, life can get better. Trust me, I've done it. If you start acting like who you are, the right people will find you. But if you're constantly in the costume of society, how will you know when to take it off? Waiting for that person can really be a pain. Lots of pain and struggle can happen while you wait, but it's worth it, I promise. Start by telling yourself what to think. Start by trying to fill your standards, not society's. Don't let them get in your head, and don't let them tell you what to think. After all, when one is waiting, they often think.
All right, you guys. Coming out next from Memorial Middle School. His name is Dylan Larson. And he's wondering, what's your name? That's his poem. This is Dylan Larson, everybody. What's your name?
Hi, my name's Dylan. What's yours? Doesn't everyone remember their first day of preschool? You have your books, your pencils, your papers, but you don't know anyone's name. At first, everyone's either shy or cowering in the corner. The next minute, you're playing with people like you've known them your whole life. Everyone has names. Alex, Sam, Chris, names of both genders. But some are made to be remembered. Michael Jordan, Babe Ruth, Brett Favre, and more. But let me ask you, what's your name? Are you the jock who has the ball at the last minute, throws it to his main receiver, going up for the buzzer beater, it's a home run? Or how about having the title of the most popular? You say you have so many friends and you'll be friends till the end. But you don't know half of their names. Or how about the people you mock with names? The people who you call the geek, the idiot, or even the loser. How do you think they feel? Like the girl who is 16 and she has a child. She was shamed, shut, and shunned out of everyone's life. Most people call her the accidental mom or the mistake. But that little kid names her too. The little kid names her the knight in shining armor, the prince who saves the princess, the player of the day. Or how about the people that you bully, the people who you call weak, spineless, worthless? How do you think they feel? Those people, you don't know what they're going through. You won't know because you won't get the chance. It's too late. They're sitting at their bedside with a bullet in their head. Those people who you mock or hate, they do have names, but they aren't the careless names. They are the careful names. Their names are kind. Their names are respected. Their names are loving. Don't we all want to be remembered someday, like put on the wall of fame? So instead of pushing people down, let's help people up and give them good names. Then maybe someday someone will look up to us and they would say, wow, they had a great name. So let me ask you, what's your name?
They forget my name. They call me Hell. They call me Stacy. They call me Her. They call me Jane. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. They call me Quiet Girl, but I'm a riot. Mary
All right, Zach, I think we got Memorial right about there. We got Axel right underneath Memorial right now in our competition. Are you guys ready to continue the competition here? All right, let's see. Maybe we could have Edison. Whoa. Oh my, what do you think? I think Edison just slid into first right there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys. Well, coming out next is a student from Axtell Park. Her poem is called Realize, and her name is Adriana Donis Perez. Please help me welcome her out to the stage. Man, I still can't believe that, dude. Edison just came out of nowhere, just absolutely ruined my eardrums up here. That's awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying the poems so far, are you? You're enjoying the poems? I love it when people use their words to bless people. I think it's the coolest thing when you use your words to bless people, and I think that's what Dylan was talking about too, is we could do that, and even their poems are blessing us by the cool things that they're helping us think about and talk about. So But with that, our next contestant is here to bless you guys with her words. This is Realize. This is Adriana Donez Perez. Come on.
People are realizing how messed up our generation is. You think it's cool to do drugs and drink alcohol. All you do is skip school and party. All you girls wear is booty shorts and showing off your body. All you boys think is cool to sag your pants low and act like gangsters, having a care in the world what others might think or say. But all you're doing is showing the world that you're stupid and don't know what you're doing. What happened to reading books and getting good grades? What happened to listening to your parents and obeying to what they say? What happened to self-respect, ladies? I thought we were classy. What happened to being a gentleman and not dressing trashy? You wonder why people call you names and nobody trusts you. Why nobody started loving you. Why people give you looks and nobody likes you. Time to open your eyes and see that your mother didn't give birth to you to watch you throw your life away. She gave you an amazing opportunity. So straighten up and get back on track, because in life, there's always a second chance. Prove to people that our generation isn't what it's cut out to be. Prove them wrong, and you'll see that you can be the reason why you will not be the same. So grab a book and start reading, because this is only the beginning.
What is love?
All right, you guys, I need everybody to tilt their head just a little bit like this. And just slowly. Come on. Tilt your heads. And just have a really goofy look on your face. Some of you guys are really good at the goofy look thing. I was trying to outdo it, but I couldn't help it. Sing it out, Zach. All right, you guys. Our next contestant is from Edison Middle School. His name is Ting Wen. This is called Numbering Love.
There is one place for me, two figures I see, three things, you, me, and us. Four could be the trust. Five is when I think of you. It's true. Six is this, words greater than a solar eclipse. Seven, the days in a week I want to be with you. Eight, the world's greatest wonders. And yes, that includes you. Even when they bury you 6 feet under, I wonder if it should be a crime. Girl, you're a beauty. God didn't waste any time. Moving on to 9, the number of times I'm willing to die to make you mine. 10 is now a when, but sooner or later will become a then. Let's skip to 90, the degree of when I get on bended knee and ask, will you marry me? You see, I'm numbering love like 100, the number of kisses you receive in a week. I'm sorry, my heart just skips too many beats. Being kissed by an angel just makes my legs weak. But if I die young, I'll have 99 thoughts. One less to worry about because I'm already gone. Thoughts like who you're with or why he only hugs and kisses you once. He doesn't care if there's fireworks or sparks. You know, my parents think dating you is a mistake. But that smile, every time I answer you with a, hey there, beautiful, no check mark could ever replace. Now we have 200. The drops of water from my sink. Well, times like 1,000,000, but Whatever. How could it be a waste of water if I'm so happy when I'm with you? It makes me want to go dance in the rain, that I flood my own bathroom, and I take the blame, and I feel the shame, 'cause I'm lame? Whoa. But here, just let me cut things short. One day, when you get to the gate, the swings 2 ways, remember these 3 things. 1, earn your wings. 2, fly and come find me. And when you do, 3, listen carefully. 6,401,000,000, I miss you. 6,402,000,000, I love you. 6,403,000,000, turn around. You see, we're up here, up above. I can finally say I've been numbering love.
To the bridge, I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I got this feeling on a summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your stuff into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. You're on a different road. I'm in the Milky Way.
Are you guys ready for continue on our little competition? Our next contestant, we got it marked, is Whittier! Yeah, Whittier. Yeah, right. Just under Edison's in first still. Oh man. That's really good though. You guys are really, really good at being loud. You guys are awesome at being loud. Isn't this awesome? You guys get have a half a day here, just hanging out, enjoying some poetry. Isn't this cool that they do this for you guys? Get out of school for a day? Yeah, for sure, it's awesome. You get to be loud and yeah, it's pretty cool. So coming out next is a student from Whittier. She's gonna rock this for you. Her name is Ashley Sanchez, and this is called Daddy. Please welcome Ashley, everybody.
Daddy. Hey, do you remember that time when I fell? Or the time when I was 7? I made my first basket. How there was only 3 seconds on the clock. I ran as fast as I can like a little kid racing for the ice cream truck. 3, I can do this. 2, I jump stopped. 1, I launched my arm, following through, making the shape of a goose. Swish. The ball went through the net. It felt as if time stood still. Oh, wait. Do you remember the time when I was 12? I hit my first home run. As I gripped my bat, I twisted my hands back and forth as if I was making a fire, giving the dirtiest look to the pitcher, and then smack! Do you remember how fast I ran? If I was a hungry lion racing down its prey. Do you remember when I slid and the umpire yelled, "Safe"? Oh, do you remember when you hugged me and you said, "Good job, I'm proud of you, that's my girl"? Daddy, do you remember? Oh, wait, I almost forgot. You weren't there. Daddy, where'd you go? I've been looking for you, you know. Do you ever hear me calling? Remember that one day when I was sitting on my bed, I was thinking of you. I was calling out to you. Daddy! Oh, Daddy, please come home. Daddy, I miss you. Remember when you never said the words, "I miss you too"? But wait, you remember when you taught me my ABCs? Right, wasn't you? But wait, do you remember when you taught me to read? That's right, you were gone. But this has to be you, when I learned how to tie my shoes. You make a bunny ear, the bunny goes over the fence to the bridge and runs home. It comes home, right? Yeah, you didn't.
I almost forgot. It was like you didn't exist. Oh, Daddy, how I wish you were there to tell me everything's gonna be okay and to wipe my sadness away, for you to heal the broken heart of your disappearance. Oh, Daddy, I thought it was me. I thought I wasn't as perfect as you wanted me to be. I thought I'm not good enough. But wait, you weren't there to catch me when I fell. You weren't there to see me succeed in life. You weren't there to see your little girl grow up. Wasn't me after all. After all those nights of crying to you and calling out to you, I finally thought, you know what, Daddy? I thought I needed you, but wherever you're at, don't come home.
Are not of this world. No, but I know not working to work. Is this world important? Important? What's that mean, important?
Hey, this beat we're showing you right now, Zach actually made it. So this is his own music. He took a theme song from the movie Doctor Who, the TV show too, and made it. This is it right here.
Is this world protected?
I think we have one more school for our little competition. Patrick Henry! Whoa, that's close.
I'm not just a professional.
All right, I think.
What's that supposed to mean? It means
I think we got our finalists. I think we know our finalists. Patrick Henry and Edison are our finalists for being the loudest people. Very few times in life do you get rewarded for being loud. But you guys are really, really loud. Edison and Patrick, you guys. All right, we're ready to bring out our next contestant. Her name is Irina Vaznyuk. She's from Patrick Henry. And this is called The Real Doctor Who. Arena, everybody.
The Doctor. The man who saves the world when no one's looking. The mad alien scientist who travels through time, passing through massive galaxies, searching. The Doctor. The one thing you don't put in a trap. The man who wears the bow tie. Trust me, I'm the Doctor. But what's the meaning of trust when you don't lie? The Doctor. The hoper of far-flung hopes, the dreamer of improbable dreams. But, ladies and gentlemen, the Doctor doesn't need to be a 903-year-old alien wearing a suit. The Doctor could be one of you. You can be a savior to someone within arm's length. My Doctor didn't need that strength. My Doctor, like an orphan, took me into companionship, accepted for the person I was, and put the past aside. I am the Doctor. To the girl who says she's worthless, with a smile on her lips, but cuts on her hips. And to the boy who doesn't function like you and me. The life, the fate, he cannot renew. No, I'm not a 903-year-old alien wearing a suit. But I also don't sit in my TARDIS, making strange noises along the line of bungle, dingle, dangle, yickety-doo, yickety-da, ping-pong, lap-tap-toot-ta. No. You can be the Doctor.
to the person putting the purpose of living lower than they can sustain, and to the people you know who've lost more than they have gained. The doctor who has a terrible hatred of pears. Rule number 6. Don't let him eat pears. I hate pears. John Smith is a character I created, but he won't know that. I don't want to wake up being a human, eating a pear. Don't let him do a stupid thing like eat a pear. The doctor who has an unknown name. My name, my real name. That's not the point. The name you choose is like a promise you make to the world. The doctor who does for the people, and who is for himself, who tries, who often lies, and who doesn't let his enemies feast on his souls. Instead, he says, well, we've got comfy chairs that I mentioned. Ha! You're like rabbits, they'll never get done saving you. The doctor who plays with our emotions and raises the tension. The doctor, the unknown name, who does for the people, who is for himself. Now that is a real Doctor Who.
You will never understand, and I know things, secrets that must never be told, knowledge.
All right, you guys, on the count of 3, I want everybody in here, if you could stand up, that'd be awesome. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. How many of you guys have seen me or Zach DJ for your school? All right, when we go there, we like to teach you a little something. It's called the interlude. We rock side to side like this. You bend your knees. You bend your knees. Then you make your hand really, really flat. You make your other one really flat. And then you touch them. You put one fist up, one fist down. Ladies, make some noise. Spirit fingers up in the sky like this. It looks really awesome when everybody does it. Put your hands up like this, come on. Up and down, all around. Fellas, robots. Take your fist like this. A little higher now. When your fist is up to the top. Are you ready? All right, second level. Second and third level. Everybody on your feet, ready? 1, 2, 3, come on. Hey, yeah. All right, Zio, let's spin it. Rock side to side like this, come on. Hands low, side to side, come on. All right, y'all make your hands flat like this. Go crazy! Ladies, make some noise! Your fingers up top like this. All around, let's go. Ninjas. Ninjas up top. Right here. A little higher now. A little higher now. Come on. A little higher now. A little higher now. A little higher now. This is your intermission. Go crazy! Even my mom's dancing. Even my mom. All right. Coming out Next, you can go ahead and grab a seat, grab a seat, grab a seat. Good job, you guys. Coming out next from Memorial Middle School, this is Tristan Bly, and this is She.
A girl by the name of Sequoia. She was taken from her family in India by an American man. She was 13, just starting her new life. She was 13, still not knowing what was right. And she was forced for her body by the people who loved her. They didn't care, but did they even know that the man that had taken her away had also taken her childhood? And what he did, she will never forget. Her name was Tiana. She was sold by her family in India to a family in America. She was set as a slave. The children themselves treated her like she was the front door welcome mat. But she was only 10 years old, and she was forced to be like her ancestors, to serve the man she didn't call father, but the one she had to call master. And if it was not the people who care and the people who wonder, she would still be there. Her name was Erin. Not only, but 17. And she, just to pay off a debt, was forced to wander the streets and look for a taker. She was an open book, but not by her feelings or her heart, but what she had to do to survive. She, only to save her children. She, to make sure they didn't go hungry. She still wandered the streets looking for a needy man, no matter who they were, as long as they leave good pay. But she was only the age of 17, and they were only so young for these women even here in this small empty state. There is darkness that people are too weak to face alone, and she, the torture we have, she, the pain we hope we never go through, she, a 3-letter word that means strength, heroism, and empathy, she, the last word anybody would ever think of knowing, she. Only a story I can tell of 3, but still there are more. So going on as I speak, their lives being ruined as they try to survive, try not to be weak. So these 3 that we hear about are 100% true. And their lives are happening right here in this state too. So see what you don't, because their lives are what we never want to see.
Hands together, hands together. Everybody hold up. All right, you guys, we're down to our final students from every school, all right? So, for Axel Park, doing Poppy's Gone, this is Amy Cruz. Lights down. Bring the lights down.
Poppy, you've gone away. Mom can't tell me that you're going to be gone for a while and manage to keep a smile on her face because you went back to your old ways, and you'll never understand how much we miss the old days. But don't worry, you've got 4 kids and a wife too. We still haven't given up on you. But you can't escape. It's an alcoholic addiction that you cannot break. Temptations will come and pull you in. But you promised me that you would be strong. So next time, remember, what you're doing is wrong. Bottled up inside are the things I never said, the feelings inside and the lines you never read. I'm ashamed and I'm deranged. I'm full of fear. But all I want is for you to be here, to hug me and to hold me tight and tell me that everything is gonna be all right. But sometimes I wonder, do you lay there locked in the prison walls? Do you think of me, Papi? Do your tears fall? You tell me you miss me and that you want to be home. Then I smile and tell you how much Teddy has grown. But Papi, you're in a prison far away. You can't even be a part of my life today. Visiting you in prison makes me die inside. You aren't here when I need you, and it makes me want to cry. But as much as you hurt us, we still have hope in our hearts. But I won't ever understand how you let this tear our family apart. You're sorry for all the pain and the hurt that you put me through, but they can't make enough bars to keep my love away from you. Oh, no, it's not done. I pray to God, please bring him home, because Mom doesn't like being alone. She says we can write you a letter and it'll make you feel better. But Papi, you're coming home stronger and smarter. I feel all Mom's heartaches and heartbreaks will eventually heal. But what I hate the most is being told that I need to be strong. But you tell me, how can I be strong if Papi's gone?
Well, you guys, don't you guys think these guys are super gifted up here? Super gifted. And what I love about gifted people is it feels like a gift when you see it. Like you're like, man, that's just cool to check out. But the truth is, I don't know if anybody's told you, but you are gifted too. And it might not be poetry, and you might not know what it is. But my hope for you guys is that you find your gifting, because I know you're gifted, and you're going to find a way that you can really be a gift to somebody else. So know that you are gifted on the top to the bottom. And it's so cool just hearing from these guys, isn't it? We got a couple more for you, and we're gonna wrap things up. But coming out next is from Edison. And he is definitely a gifted guy. His name's Bhavik Patel. And his poem is called Unite. Please help me welcome Bhavik to the stage.
Growing up, I never thought of it much. I was minding my own business, playing with my green and black monster truck, racing on the sidewalks, when suddenly back flew the dust and pain landed on my forehead. I guess I was out of luck, and all because of my race. That's when I learned that not everyone in this world was a hero. For every hero, there's supposed to be a villain, but there seems to be more villains than heroes. In the movies, the kids who are raised into hard families, they turn out to be the junkies. And the kids who are raised in the rich families, they turn out to be the bullies. This seems to be similar to reality. That's because we learn from what we see, hear, and feel. When we're young, we're like sponges. We learn things like how to walk and talk, but we also learn things like swearing and not caring. Now, what do you think happens when we hear people naming races on a daily basis? Things like Africans and cops on chases. We say racism is a bad thing nowadays, but no matter what we say, when we hear Asian, we see small people doing an equation. When we hear Mexican, we see people running across the borderline with adrenaline. When we hear Indian, we see tan people eating curry while programming computers and hacking millions. When we hear Muslims, we see Osama on a plane with guns killing our husband and children. When we hear white, we see rich people uptight. These are all stereotypes that we have to face day and night. So it seems like mankind thrives off of racial genocide. So we pray every single day. We pray so no more we are considered a racial prey. All we want to do is blend in, but society judges by skin. Like how black is associated with being a G, and Indian and Asian is associated with having a degree. But all this racism only causes fights that leads to blood and your heart feeling like it just went slice. This is all at what price? We have faced this internal war that we have battled that should leave you baffled. But once you face the reality of all this insanity, you realize it takes one person to stand up to make another one shut up. We can unite and this world will ignite. With one composer, we can create a symphony that will leave a legacy. Now, this is a lot to put in your mind, but one day, it'll help mankind. Remember, religions have different beliefs, but we can still create peace. Shit.
I think it's about time we put our hands together, all together. Let's see if we can get everybody in here clapping. Come on.
Check the sound. Check the sound.
Like this, y'all. Is that guy? I guess I don't feel right knowing that we don't really know who our champion of being the loudest is. So let's just see, because I know it's between two schools. Patrick Henry! And Edison! I'm sorry, judges. I'm sorry, judges. You guys just, all 7 of our judges are like, oh my goodness, what just happened? But you know, I really believe in underdogs. So maybe we could have the other 3 schools combined together to see if they can beat these 2. Other 3 schools, go! That's pretty good. I still think these guys got it, but man. We'll try that again, maybe. Coming out next from Whittier Middle School. Her poem is called Invisible. This is Caitlin Shavy. You can do it.
Invisible. Invisible. I am invisible. I am not heard. I am not here. No one listens. No one cares. Invisible. I am invisible. I try to be heard, but no one is there. I try to speak up, but my voice is nowhere. Invisible. I feel invisible. It is not a thing to me. It is a feeling I do not like. This is not what I want. To feel this way, to be this way, well, I'm so invisible. Even the man above doesn't even know my name. Invisible. I am invisible. Strangers, teachers, friends, and family don't listen, don't care, don't know that I'm here. Invisible. I am invisible. I walk down busy hallways, but I feel so alone. I hide my face with my hair. I keep my head down and walk slow. Invisible. I am invisible. No one can see my pain. No one can see my tears. No one seems to know that I am right here, that I am confused, that I am scared. No one knows my secrets. No one knows what I bear. Invisible. I am invisible. I need help. I need a hand. I need faith. And I need a plan to find myself, to be, well, not be who I am, to have my voice heard and have it matter as well. Invisible. I am invisible. My dream is to not be invisible. My dream is to be the light, not the dark. To be the day, not tonight. To be the brightest star, not the dimmest. Invisible. I am invisible. I look myself in the mirror and I see no one, just a face staring back at me. Invisible. I am invisible. It's a curse, I tell you. I can't get out. I'm invisible to me and everyone else. Invisible. I am invisible. Why am I like this? Why do I have to be this way? Why me? Why me? Invisible. I am invisible. I never chose to be like this. I never chose to be invisible for years, to the point where I'm invisible to myself, to my family, to my friends, because they don't care enough to listen to what I say. And I can't take this anymore. I need to break free. I need to be heard. But what's the point of speaking up when no one will listen? Invisible. I am invisible. Sometimes I think the only way out of this pain that I have, is to hurt myself, to feel pain so much that it gets rid of it. But when I look at the cuts I have made, I wish they were just as invisible as I am. Sometimes I want my life to end because I can't take this anymore. But I don't. I'm still standing here today saying this poem because I'm still hoping it won't end without me ending my life. Invisible. I am not invisible. I am right here.
All right, y'all, we're almost done. Let's see if we can get a little wave from side to side, all right? We're gonna start right here. You guys ready on this side? Here we go. And back. Third floor only. Second floor. Bottom floor. Third floor. Second. Bottom. Third. Second. Bottom. We're gonna go fast now, fast. Second. Third. Third. Second. Floor. Third. Second. Floor. Third. Second. Floor. Everybody. All right, you guys. We hope that you've had a blast today. We've got one more contestant before we figure out who our champions are for today. This student is from Patrick Henry. Her poem is titled If the World Was Different. Her name is Maya Von Bank. Make some noise.
world was different, what would it be? Like your favorite dream? Or complete insanity? Would a dream be happy, a place of all things good? Or a complete new world that is misunderstood? A dream, a wonderful dream, a place of rivers flowing chocolate, unicorns flying through the cotton candy clouds? Or maybe a dream where happiness comes, a place of freedom where you get what you want. Maybe even a place where you know your future and forget that mournful past, where there's no disasters and only happy endings. But would it be all that grand? There'd be no mystery, no fun until the world was done. If the world was different, would the world be a nightmare? A nightmare coming to swallow you in the darkness, a world of monsters roaming the lands, criminals breaking out of jail. An evil villain could rule the world, and it would crumble in his bare hands. The government gone, the economy crashes, the whole world goes up in ashes. More Boston bombings, more shootings like Newtown, a Holocaust starting all over again, planes colliding, buildings falling, those who protect us die. 9/11 repeating itself. Stop, stop, no insanity, no more, no more. Thinking about it, the world should stay the same. Stable, protected, and not insane. The world could shine as bright as the sun if we stayed together as one. If the world was different, what could I say? I'd miss the world as it is today.
Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl
Come on.
you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know.
You sound beautiful.
Now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go.
Come on.
Let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small.
Hey, will you guys take a picture with Mrs. Fasika? Hands up!
Time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me.
Hey, can I take a picture with you too? Is there?
Let it go, let it go. I am one with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stay.
Thank you, guys.
Here I stay. Let the storm rage on.
Oh my gosh, let me take a selfie.
My power flows
Zach wants you in his selfie.
air into the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals of
All right, here's the deal, you guys. We have some awesome awards for our contestants today. So I'd like to invite all 20 of them up to the front stage with us. Will you please make some noise for these 20 contestants? Now, I don't know what it looks like from right there, but from right here, it's pretty crazy. And all 20 of these people came up here and did an amazing job in front of 1,600 people right here at the Washington Pavilion. Will you please make some noise for these guys? Seriously, I don't think you realize how amazing that is that they even did that in the first half. But these are our top 20. They made the top 5 of their school. That's like 300 plus people to be up here even. And then these 7 judges have a really difficult job because they get to pick 5 out of them. Actually, we're going to pick 5, 1 from each school. And then we're going to pick a 6th, which would be a grand champion for the whole city. So, but I just want to point out how amazing it is that these guys are even up here, that they're top 20 out of 1,600 people, you guys. Top 20 out of 1,600. Yeah. So, I appreciate you guys. I think it's awesome that you did it. Holy cow. You did it. You did it. You got up here. You stood up against your fears that told you couldn't do it, and you did it anyways, and that is so awesome. That's really cool for us. So, the judges, can we make some noise for our judges, please? Thank you for being here. Thank you for volunteering. Thank you for serving us. I think it's beautiful when people just decide to serve, and it just makes the world better. So thank you for serving, seriously. So we're going to pick 5 outstanding poets. I really believe that you're outstanding already to be up here. But we got to pick 5, 1 from each school. So I'm not going to pick by school. This is alphabetical, so it's not like ranked or anything. So our top 5, you guys ready? Can we get like a pat roll like this? All right. Our outstanding poet this year, 2014, is from Axtell Park. Her name is Adriana Dones Perez. Please step forward. Yes, please step forward. Our outstanding poet from Edison Middle School is Ting Wen. Awesome. Our outstanding poet from Memorial Middle School this year is Murphy Cobble. All right. Our outstanding poet from Patrick Henry Middle School is Irina Von Newt. And our outstanding poet from Whittier is Ashley Sanchez. These are our outstanding poets. And our grand champion today, our grand champion, please put your hands on your knees like this. All right. She's a female. Excuse me. Her title poem is actually she, but she is actually a he. This is Tristan Black! Yeah! Tristan! How do you feel right now, Tristan?
I think I'm gonna die.
Tristan's poem was called She, and he's an amazing poet. These guys are amazing poets, are outstanding poets, are top 20 out of 1,600. Will you make some noise? Thank our judges one more time, our timekeeper. Z06, Steve Stout. We are DJ Steve Stout Entertainment. Thanks for having us. Please make some noise for your teachers.